Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams! Sunday edition. How are we all doing? I hope you guys, gals, and non-binary pals are doing very well. It's lovely to see you. Happy Sunday. I hope your weekend is going well so far. And we'll say hi to some people and then we'll get into things, shall we? So, so Kevin hi, and Kieran hi, and Sky hi, and Cheese hi, and Nightbot hi, and Vivi hi, and Cheese, and I think I'm saying people over and over, and Sky Watcher, and Kevin, and Sky, and Kevin, and Kieran, and Xander. I haven't said hi to Xander. Xander, hi. Lovely to see you all. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Sunday. I hope your weekend has been a fun one so far. I said all that as well. So let's just get into the game, shall we? Let's do this. Forgive me if it sounds like I've just eaten chili. It's because within the last 10 minutes, I've just eaten chili. So if I have extra mouth noises and stuff, like then I hugely apologize, because I hate that in my voiceover recordings. I hate trying to spread out meals. Like if you eat too soon to recording, it messes things up, and if you eat too far away enough from recording, it messes you up. I hate it. It is a science I have yet to master. So here we go. What flavor chili? Chili flavored chili. No, actually, I did have, instead of like beef, I had chicken in it. So it was like chicken chili with like kidney beans, and there are like peppers and onions in there. So, so as much as I sort of mocked that, well, sort of joked about that question for a sec, good question. Because it actually was a good question, because it wasn't like, you know, the kind of chili I always make. So, yeah. So it was good. I am sitting, well, actually, I'm currently squatting, but I am actually sitting on the floor right now, and not just my mattress on the floor as I usually do, but I cleaned in here today, so I don't have my mattress on the floor right now. So guys, gals, non-binary pals, let me find my phone. Did I leave my phone in another? I think I left my phone in another room. Hang on, BRB. And we're back with people who look like things. So how are we doing? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let's talk about mozzarella sticks. Oh, Kieran had mozzarella sticks, and then Vivi loves mozzarella sticks. Sky, I think I had chicken and chili before. Certainly tasted different, but wasn't bad. It's definitely a different experience. Just in part, like sort of texturally, because when you have like, say, if you have like a beef chili, it's like ground beef, and so the beef is kind of like distributed throughout the whole thing, and it's a very different texture and a very different like impact of flavor, because you've got all these tiny little bits of beef, whereas when you have like chunks of chicken, it's not as like permeated, and chicken is more of a blank meat than anything. I mean, that's kind of why people like chicken, because it kind of can kind of go with anything in a way. But yeah, it can be like a good carrier of flavor. Man, it sounds like Bo is really phoning it in. Xander the Hammer. No, nice. Very good, Kevin. Very good. Yeah, no, I left my phone in the other room. Sorry, I was like watching a video whilst I was eating, and then after I ate, I kind of, you know, put my bowl in the sink and just put some water and soap in there, and then kind of ran back to the computer to set things up here, and in all the process of doing that, left my phone elsewhere. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals. So you guys know, we're nearly at like 3 weeks since I got Mesprit. So, hang on. So, yeah. So, basically, within the next week or so, mathematically, I am due for a shiny legendary Pokemon. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, watch all the videos, like, and, you know, because, like, this next week, we're mathematically gonna get one, you know. So, anyway, our current tickets are for Thunderous, Uxie, and Blacephalon. It's not even been 10 minutes. Why am I being hammered? Want to make it 5, Kevin? No, I'm kidding. Sorry. So yeah, Thunderous, Uxie, and Blacephalon. Could you guys and gals and non-binary pals interested in playing? Just let me. Oh, I just did the wrong template. Could you please let me know? Strike, you don't need to let me know the number of times you've played. It's 0. Strike, I can do, and then the legendary tickets. Okay, so Strike, I can do, Thunderous, Uxie, and or Blacephalon. Ready, set, bow. Let me know. And I didn't have to do any arrows because I can just look for the line of hammers as my bookmark. So thank you, Xander. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Sky can do Thunderous, Kieran can do any. It'd be nice if we had enough people for a Uxie, like if we could do, like, say, Uxie, Thunderous, Blacephalon or something, but, Kevin's pizza's almost ready, but you're not ready, so, that sucks. Well, no, pizza doesn't suck, but that sucks that we're, like, a person down or whatever, but let's see. Okay, so we could have, like, okay, so we could begin with, like, a Thunderous. We could do, like, a cheese, Sky, Kieran, so, like, a cheese cookie, a Sky cheese cookie, a Sky cheese cookie Thunderous or something like that, and then we could try for Uxie second. But let's begin with Thunderous, because that's what I've actually already got on, like, the old spreadsheet-areno. So let me add the 3 of you. Let's get, like, Sky, cheese, Kieran, oh. No. And then I'll put Kevin in as well. And then we'll get the 3 of you first, and then we'll go back and figure out Team 2 in a second, okay? Right, so let's get the 3 of you. Sky, Cheese, Kieran, you guys are Team 1 for Thunderous. And let's, oh, hang on. You guys are going to be Thunderous. And let's take it from there, shall we? So, please make sure, Team 1, which is the 3 of you who can play, that you are connected to the internet on the Wycom. And then we're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. And then we're going to go, anything goes. But I'm going to select Thunderous. And then we'll kind of take it from here, shall we? Okay, so Thunderous Jones. So, we're going to go... what are we going to go? We're going to go 04060209. How about that for a code? So 04060209, that's the code. Ready, set, bow. And this is going to be Skywatcher, Cheese, and Kieran. So if Cheese, if you please. Skywatcher, if you gotcha. And Kieran, if you nearin'. But yeah. So here we go. We got Kara over there, a Kieran who's nearin', and yeah. Anyway, so here we go. So there's 1, and there's 2, So we just need Cheese, a Kara over there. Okay. So Thunderous, important stuff about Thunderous. Thunderous is an electric and flying type Pokemon, which means it's a bit of an awkward fellow, but it means that it's weak to rock and ice types. Like, those are the super effective moves we can look for. And then defensively, the ability Lightning Rod, Pokemon with the Lightning Rod ability are like the best thing we can hope for. But also ground types are so brilliant as well. But if we can't get those, then the good old trio of like that resist electric of Dragon, Grass, and other electrics is very good as well. Just be aware that Thunderous does have Rain Dance and Weather Ball, so it does like to set up the rain and use thunder. That means it can use water type moves against us, but if we use rock or ice type moves against it, it means that we could let it use rock and ice type moves with Weather Ball as well. So just keep that in mind, that that in theory, in game theory, it could use like ice, rock, like fire or water moves, depending on the situation. So just be aware of that, and let's do this, shall we? He's a jolly fellow. Is that a Kirby reference? But But, yeah. Okay, so Thunderous, here we go. So, enough waffling, let's get into this. And see how it goes. So, Machoke is... I don't know. Okay, Stunfisk is a ground type, so that's good. I was like, wait, hang on, who are we doing again? It's like Machoke's nothing here. So, yeah. 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 Okay, I genuinely don't really... Jigglypuff has the Friend Guard ability, which is useful defensively, but it probably will be a good candidate for a swap. And Celio is bad against electric types, but it is an ice type, so with an ice move. More like a nice move. So either that or Jigglypuff. I don't blame you either way. As long as it's not Persian. Okay, we didn't pick Persian. That would have been hilarious, but I'm glad we didn't pick Persian. When Kirby is introduced in Superstar, it says a jolly fellow, and then Kirby has an angry look on his face. That's funny. Right, I did see some electric types. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the thing. I should have been looking at the thing. Okay, so let's see. We've got Fire, and is that a Ditto? Ditto's actually not bad. Oh, but there is a Jinx on the right. Ah, Jinx is on the right, though. Oh, and then there's Galvantula at the end. I think we have to go to the right here, guys. Yeah, I think we have to go right here because of that Jinx. And then because the electric at the end. So I'm hoping we've gone to the right. We have gone to the right. Okay. See, this is why it's fun. Like, if we were just all coordinating, it'd be kind of boring. But that element of mystery, the element that someone could have, oh, I thought you said Ditto, is what makes this fun. Okay. So, let's do this thing, shall we? Right. Vivi, your favorite pizza topping has to be pepperoni. It's a good one. It's a classic for a reason. It is a good one. Right, Dynamax, Earth Power. Oh, Kevin, I have a question. I have a question for Kevin. And please don't, like, sort of say anything more than you need to here. Like, stay away from spoilers. I don't want to spoil this for Xander. But I may also sort of kind of, like, give a tip for Xander. Kevin, have you done, in Charlie, have you done, and I promise that this won't be the big topic of the video, we'll talk about other things. Kevin, have you done Bose's, like, third affinity mission? The one where you have to go to Cauldros. Oh no, we just got a poisoned steel type because of the corrosion ability. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Well, that's not good, is it? Right, it's Brine time. Not Brian time. Brian knows what he did wrong. But it's Brine time. Okay, Kadoosh. We one-turned a Salazzle, but not before we had a poisoned Clang. I don't know if we want to switch for this at all. I feel like we may... I genuinely don't know, like, who we want to get rid of and when. I feel... I almost wonder if we should switch for this just because of, like, double switching at least or something. Because, like, okay, who have we got? We got Jinx next. Hang on, we got Jinx next. Oh, but then who do we... maybe we don't. Actually, no, Jinx is very, very weak to fire. Maybe... Oh, maybe if we switch Clang... Oh, okay. I was going to say, maybe throw the hat in the ring for Clang as well. Okay, never mind. Never mind. The reason I was going to say is Jinx is effectively ×4 weak to fire. But as long as someone gets it, it's fine. Steel is good against a Jinx, so this isn't a problem. But, yeah, sad to say goodbye to Celio, just because of that Ice-type move. But honestly, having a Jinx will be good, and having Galvantula will be nifty. So I think this is okay. Although, I will just say, Shiinotic has Weather Ball, and maybe... in theory, in game theory, we could do some Shiinotic Weather Ball shenanigans. I'm just saying. Oh, do we want to do science? Science! Science! Kieran, you can do science. Kieran, science. You have permission to do science. Science! 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 Yes. Okay, excellent. Let's see how this goes. Please be something that's good against... No! No. Remember, you can't use any water moves against Jinx, okay? No water moves against Jinx. Just stick with Mega Kick or whatever. But, like, no! We've been betrayed. Okay. But here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln. At least in theory. In-game theory. I think we might have to keep the poisoned clang, as weird as that sounds. Okay. Here's my theory, my game theory. If we had Jinx in... Okay, I have two theories. Two game theories. Okay, either Jinx could go in 4th place, which means it would have a very big, powerful Dynamax Ice move. More like a nice move. Right? So we could have Jinx, and we could do that. And then we could get Shinotic as well, and then we would have an Ice-type Weather Ball. Right? So that's theory number 1. Theory number 2, though, is what if we keep Salazzle... What if we keep Salazzle in that 4th slot? Because if we keep Salazzle in the 4th slot, it can use Max Ooze, and Max Ooze boosts our special attack. And if we had Jinx, Stunfisk, and Shinotic with Weather Ball, we wouldn't be able to... Although we wouldn't be able to use the Weather Ball. But we could use Moonblast, and that would still be pretty powerful. So, like, if we used Max Ooze... If we had a Max Ooze Salazzle, it could power up Jinx and Stunfisk and Shinotic. So I actually think that could be the way to go. I know normally, like, for a Dynamax, we like going with, like, the Stab Pokemon. But don't forget that, like, actually setting up the Hail could be a bit of a bad thing for us, so... right, Flamethrower. More like a Lamethrower. Oh no, and then Mega... Why are all these attacks missing? But then that one failed! Okay, here we go. And also, this kind of links in with what's going on in the chat right now, where it was like, oh wait, I'm using Screech, but we have a load of special moves. Exactly. But that's okay, because we won! Team 1! We won, that's why we call ourselves Team 1. Shade Van Fan, hello! Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. Kevin, you who got a Charmeleon from the scientist before fighting Kyogre first time. Dang. Okay. So anyway, I think I've caught up on chat there. Yeah, so I think if we switch either Golduck or... Oh, let's get rid of Golduck. Let's get rid of Golduck, because we don't want to have a water type against... Golduck is the better one here, because we don't want water against Galvantula. Yeah, okay, excellent. Again, well done. Always, like, hold off until the person does switch, because, again, I'd rather 2 people throw their hat in than no people throw their hat in. But, yeah, if we do... Oh, no, sorry, not Galvantula. But even so, Shinotic... Sorry, we're doing Shinotic, not Galvantula. If we do go for Galvantula accidentally, because I just said it, it doesn't matter. Yeah, actually, it really doesn't matter. But Shinotic has, like, Moonblast, and that could be a little bit better. And we get the Backpacker, which maybe could give us a berry to cure our poison. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go with Wise Glasses, because I don't really have anything for Expert Belt to work with, but Wise Glasses works. But yeah, we're not going to be able to use Weather Ball. Well, yeah, we're not going to be able to use Weather Ball, because... The only way we could use... Well, there is one way we could use Weather Ball. There is one way we could use Weather Ball, but I don't think it would be worth it, because I still think it would be less powerful. But if Cheese wanted to do 1 Max Ooze, and then a Max Flare afterwards, so you get 1 Max Ooze in to, like, boost everyone's special attack, and then if you use a Max Flare, that would be utilizing your higher special attack, and it would set up the Sun, and that's quite good against Thundurus. So if Thundurus doesn't set up the Rain, you could try that if you like. Also, none of my attacks are very effective, which kind of sucks. But But yeah. Took a weakness policy. That would work in the sun. Okay. Oh, quick claw clutch. That's always good. I see Golduck is no longer with us. What a surprise. No, yep, no, Golduck's gone. Sorry, Golduck. Okay, one of the things I did in the laundry is like all staticky. Okay. I'll probably like zap my microphone and computer and then it'll stop working. Okay. So flamethrower, Mullica flamethrower. I will just say poison is ×4 super effective against Shinotic, so I know it's physical, but I don't. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, never mind. I don't think any of this matters. Oh, and a crit. Okay, that's why that was that powerful. I was gonna say that was really something. Oh no. Oh, are we gonna be able to KO it? Are we gonna be able to KO it? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Oh, I think we did it. I think we did it. Yes. Well done, oh, guys. Well done. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So, nicely done. Okay. Right. Okay, I can put that there and this here. There we go. Lovely. Okay. I'm sure we'll talk about the Switch 2 and various things in a bit, but right now, let's carry on talking about Team 1, shall we? And then, so we're going to get rid of Clang now. Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Clang, 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 clang with the bell. Sorry. I just wanted to see how on a loop I could get there. Thank you. Well done. And here we go. Or should I say here we go? We're almost at full wealth, actually, funnily enough. Like, we're just like a little bit off of full health, but otherwise, we're going in pretty strong here. So I am very pleased. Homer, oh God, it's Rodeo O'Donnell. Yes. That's such a random ending, but it's one I kind of appreciate more now that I'm older. When I was a kid, see, okay, I don't know about you guys. Guys, let me know about this. When you were a kid, okay, I'm just going to go with Thunderbolt and Lightning, very, very frightening. But yes. Cats are fancy! Hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. You could strength sap if you get low health to like heal or whatever. But yeah, I just attack with like Moonblast or whatever. I think you've got Moonblast, right? So I would just attack with Moonblast. I think that can lower special attack, so we could get a clutch thing in there. So that could be good. But yeah, no. But so chat, let me know if you felt this way or anything when you were a kid, or if you feel this way now or whatever. If you ever watched a TV show, like a cartoon, probably like more like a cartoon or something, and it had kind of like an ending where, and this would usually happen in things like, oh, the Halloween episode, where it's like non-canon or whatever, but like, if you had an ending where like, oh, okay, it's using Rain Dance, so maybe you might just want to use Max Ooze over and over, now that like the rain is up, the rain in Spain that's mostly on the plains. Okay, so again, that's not going to do a whole load of damage. Although actually, well, actually no, because the rain is going to help Jinx out as well, so... Oh, Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. See, that's the power of Max Ooze, baby. And then Moonblast, good. Can we get special attack down? Yes! Yes! Excellent, perfect. And then there's Thunderbolt, so there you go. See? That's the power of the Max Ooze, baby. And look, it's getting desperate already. It's using generative AI discharge. You can't spell discharge without AI. Oh no, the paralysis. No, but the dry skin. She heals us. Okay, and then the Rain Dish. Oh, I forgot we had 2 rain abilities. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, so here we go. Everyone just keep doing what you're doing. And I think we're going to win this. The only thing is if Jinx is incapacitated, maybe we won't, but as long as Jinx... Well, we'll see how this goes. Okay. Right, Max Ooze, more like a Max Booze. Kadoosh. And then... We get a little bit more of a special attack up. Okay, it's using thunder, thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Moo. No paralysis, that for the Salazzle, but then paralysis for Jinx. Moonblast, nice. And then thunder. Oh, okay, yep. Healing. And then thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Yes! Team 2! Team 1! Sorry, we're Team 2's in a sec. Team 1, that was fun. Sorry, I was going to say, we 2-turned it. That's right, 2-turn Team 2. 2 turns! Well done, everyone. Like, we only had, like, 1 super effective Pokemon there. Like, so to 2-turn that with only, like, 1 super effective Pokemon, who wasn't our Dynamaxer, that's what you get from using the old noodle. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars, get those emojis in to wish everyone good luck. And if you haven't already, please click like on the video. If you haven't hit that little thumbs up button, please check it. It does just help so much. Get those metrics up. Because no one else is gonna do it. We had a bit of an odd team up, but they did really great. I know, right? Like, I'm really proud of us. I'm really proud of us. I still haven't talked about my... Guys, how do you feel about a kid when blah, blah, blah? Okay, so Salazzle is not shiny, but it's very huge. Jinx! I need a shiny Jinx. Dang. But you know who I also need a shiny? Shinotic! I don't think that's shiny. But will we get... Drum roll, please. The slightly purple Thunderous. That's a regular Thunderous. Yeah, that's a regular Thunderous if I ever saw one. That is a regular Thunderous if I ever saw one. I was like, that's very confident, Bo. You could be wrong. Oh! She's got shiny Jinx! If I had a nickel for every time someone in my chat got a shiny Jinx, I'd have, as part of the strike streams, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. It's brilliant that it happened twice. Jinx, cheese! With the Jinx, the cheese, the Jinx, the G's, the chinks. Oh, no, don't say that. Never say that, folks. But yes, well done, everyone. That's what happens when you get a bit carried away and you start saying things. So, well done, well done. Okay, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. But see, that's what happens when you get confused. Like, and you start, like, that's why you have to be careful if you say 2 words that, it's like when you say pheasant pluckers. Like, say that 5 times in a row. And then, yes. So there you go. Right, okay, so let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so hang on. Oh no, that's okay. Let me just check the old spreadsheet, Reno. I'm pretty sure that none of these are it, because isn't it like, oh yeah, I changed my spreadsheet because it's so small now. It's Lurantis for Alola, it's Magmar and Male Butterfree for Kanto, and Salazzle is also Alola, which is still Lurantis. So yeah, oh, and I did my spreadsheet wrong, which is kind of funny. Anyway, Bark. Chat, my lovely chat. I'm just going to go get the Shinotic, because it's kind of nifty. Okay. Speaking of Dr. Doofenshmirtz, the new episodes of Phineas and Ferb come out June 5th. I've been getting so many adverts for that show at the minute, which I don't mind. If I had a nickel for every time I'd seen adverts of that show, I'd have a lot of nickels. So yeah, I'd be rich, I tell you. But yes. So no, it's cool that it's back. You know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Hang on, I'm just going to scroll up to make sure I didn't miss anything. And there we go. Okay. Same day as Switch 2. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yes. Unless, like, Ferb, we don't like Ferb. He's going to have tariffs on him. But there we go. So, well done, everyone. Well done indeed. So, here we go. Would you like to keep the Thunderous? Yes, I would, Clem Fandango. And then there we go. Okay, so chat, my lovely chat. We've still got Uxie and Blacephalon. So could you guys, and gals and non-binary pals, let me know how many times you've played, and let me know if you can do either of those two. Either the Euxie or the Blacephalon. Okay? And then we'll take it from there. Well, we can't spoil it for you yet because it's 2 months away, but we'll but yeah, when we get there, again, we have a no spoilers rule here at Beauvo Games, so yeah, don't spoil them. Oh, Kevin, have you Cats are fancy. I'm beginning to think shiny Blacephalon is a myth. You wouldn't be the only one. I have been trying to use all my mathematics, superstition, and everything else to try and justify why I have not gotten a single shiny Ultra Beast. I have probably done like somewhere between like 150 and 200 Ultra Beasts or something. I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea. I mean, it's probably. I mean, we've been doing like 2 to 3 Ultra Beasts like every day for a good while now, and so it's probably like over 200 Ultra Beasts with nothing. Okay, so let's see. We got Kevin, we got Kieran, we got Cheese. Let's just get the 3 of you in on a Blacephalon. I would believe you if you said that was the factual number. Well, I think just mathematically, like, because here's the thing, right? We've been doing Blacephalon since November, right? So if you say we do, like, you know, and you got to remember, like, back in, like, November, we were doing, like, I think, like, Saturday and Sunday or whatever. But, oh, there's a little kitten by the door. And she's, like, going, meow. But, like, back in, like, November or whatever, hang on, let me go to the spreadsheet. So hang on, that was going to be, okay, so Kevin, Kieran, and Cheese. Okay, so hang on, Kevin, Kieran, and Cheese, if you please. So the 3 of you will join me for a Blacephalon. So if you say we've been doing a Blacephalon every day, and let's just say we were doing, I mean, even if you just say like five per week, right? Like five streams per week, 1 per day. But that's not true because back then I was doing like double length, like Saturdays and Sundays. So I'd actually do like 2 Blacephalon on Saturday and Sunday. So it'd probably be more like something like, hang on, like 4. And then, like, I'd be doing something like 8 Blacephalon a week kind of thing. But let's just do, like, say 5. But if you say 5 since November, it's like that's 20 during, like, November, 20 during December, 20 during January, 20 during February, and 20 during March. Like, so that right there is 100. Like, I have definitely done at least 100 Blacephalon. So it's like, you know, and obviously that doesn't factor in the fact that we used to do more streams back in like 2024, and you know, and stuff, and the fact that we had it as a wild card a few times before I had it as a ticket and stuff like that, you know. And then obviously, and then you got to add in all the other Ultra Beasts we've done. You know, we do like 1 or 2 Ultra Beasts a day in addition to Blacephalon, so you know, just it's a lot. Shibertooth, hi, welcome. Okay. So let's get ready for Team 2. This is going to be Blacephalon. And then we'll take it from here, shall we? Okay, so, oh, hang on. So, sorry, Kevin's probably written this in chat like 3 times. Kevin, have you done the 3rd Bose mission? So 04, 06, 02, 34. So if you're playing Charlie, have you done the 3rd Bose Affinity mission? It's like, you have to wait until like chapter 9 or something is done. And it's where you have to go to Cauldros. Have you done that? I will pay attention this time. If you write in chat that you've done it, I will pay attention this time. Okay. You've only done his 2nd one. Okay. I don't know if you remember his 3rd one. It sucks. But basically, here's the funny thing. Okay, so by the way, Blacephalon is a fire and ghost type. That means it's week 2. In order of worst to best, ghost, ground, dark, rock, and water. It's very frail, so don't worry about stat moves, and physical over special is better because its physical defense is weaker, and blah, 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 blah. So basically, there are 2 missions, right? 2 affinity missions. They're both like the 3rd affinity mission. There's like HB's one and then Bose's one, and they both sort of say like, Oh, you should be a minimum of like level 36. Like you need to be level 36 or 37, but we recommend being in the mid 40s. HB's one is really easy and like basic and straightforward. It's more just about the story. But Bose's one requires you to go in a cave and fight a giant like level 46 thing. With that like and you have to do it on foot. You can't do it by scale because it's in a cave. So like it's really annoying, and it's in a room filled with lava where your teammates are very likely to like wander in the lava and lose health. Okay, Bishop is a dark type, but so is Grimmsnarl. I'm gonna pick Bishop just because Grimmsnarl's like a definite pick, okay? But I'm gonna go with Bishop first, just to like see what other options present themselves to us, and then just to see if that was going to like help our options. Selgor does have Rain Dance, I will just say that, but otherwise, and Blossom does have Helping Hand, but otherwise I don't know what to go for. But it really sucks. And so here's my and Xander, if you're listening as well, remember this. I promise it's not a spoiler. But it's like a cave full of lava where like your teammates probably will kill themselves. So what you kind of have to do is you have to like kind of get yourself to a position where like they would all be okay if they were alive. Okay, let's see. Jigglypuff, Altaria. Hang on. Togedemaru. Oh, there are waters on the top right, and then Seismitoads on the left. So we definitely want to go to the right rather than the left. So I'm going to go to the right rather than the left. And there is also Clefairy. And then we do have Marowak. Okay. This actually might not be too... Maybe if we just get rid of, like, a Selgor for, like, the water type or something, this might not actually be too bad. But yeah. But basically just keep this in mind that, like, if you do Bose's mission... there are two... so basically, if you do the third Bose mission, here are my two recommendations for it. Number one, don't do it until you're, like, a way higher level. Like, you're in your well into, like, your 50s or something, right? So either that's thing number one. That's game thing number one. And or number two. So here's the thing. I like died to it 3 times, and then it had the would you like to lower the level thing because of the lava and stuff. Like, yeah, I died 3 times. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a go, but I still don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. You know, I'm about the same level as this monster, and it's huge, and I can't use my scales. Because again, normally against something that's like huge in that level, I would use a scale. But this is basically my quick piece of advice. If you've been collecting your, like your daily rewards from, oh come on, please dodge it, Bishop, no, and a Selgor, no. If you've been collecting your daily, like, division rewards every day, then what you can do is, can we go for Lantern? Need it a Shining. We'll have to check what the water types are, but, but yeah, we could, if there's not really any preference between them, we can totally do that. Okay, I'm gonna go with Max Darkness, and then, basically, if we just keep going, and then we'll win this, basically. But basically, the other thing you can do, though, is if you've been collecting all your rewards every day, you'll have a load of those items that, like, I have never used. Okay, Basculin is a little bit better, just because it can be, like, physical and stuff. But we can go for Lantern. It's not a problem. And in fairness, Basculin could be more of a threat to our Marowak than a Lantern could, so... okay. But anyway, Bark. So we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. But yeah, I think we basically do want to keep the team we've got here, but just, we'll get rid of, like, a Selgor for, for the Lantern, a Selgor for Lantern, and then that'll be good. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I haven't used the items because I've, like, never needed them. But basically, I would, like, use your items in this. Because basically, one of the items can, like, max your TP to 3,000. So you can, like, max your TP to 3,000, heal an ally, like, revive an ally, and then heal them with an item. And then you can just kind of, like, do this, And then basically, once your team is all healthy, you can then TP up to like 3,000 again. Also, I'm thinking Clefairy is better than Passimian, because Passimian's dangerous, and I don't want to do things that are dangerous. But yeah, so Lantern's on the right, isn't it? Yeah, we can go for Lantern. We can totally go for Lantern. Okay. But basically, I would use your items against this thing. Again, it might be harder if you're like if it's level 46 instead of level 41, like it was for me. Oh, Cheese is going for the science, because we're going to be switching anyway. So that's very smart. That's using the old noodle. See, Cheese, can I just say, I'm so proud of you. I remember when you first started playing with us and you were like, please just tell me everything to do. But now you're like making decisions that are the kinds of things that we don't even have to explain about and stuff. And I like that. I would say the ironic thing actually is an acid spray probably would have still been a potentially helpful thing here, but I think that this is going to be the better way to go, and then it was worth a try. But yeah, I still think you probably are going to want to switch here. I would keep your double, because you can use Grassy Glide or something, right? And then that means you could have like max overgrowth, and that could be good. So okay, I'm gonna go poison jab, more poison jab. But yeah, no. So no, that was a really good thing to do, Cheese. And honestly, it will still be helpful for the Lantern. So yeah. Okay. Using Max Punch to boost team's attacks. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm physical, so that's fine. That's fine. Like, you're playing the support role. I get it, that works. Okay, let me see. Hang on a sec. Okay. Right, Max Knuckle. More like a Max Shuckle. But yeah, so if you get to this boss, it's like Bose's third mission. I would just, again, it's a very awkward room to fight an enemy that big in, but I would physically get yourself into a position where your team aren't just going to die over and over and over. And then once you do, use your items so that you can, like, heal yourself, revive your allies, and then, and also, there's a way to there are two ways to enter the room. This is the other thing I'll say as well. There are two ways to enter the room. I would enter the room where you're entering it closer to this enemy. So do that, and then your allies are less likely to KO themselves via just jumping into lava. Oh no, the mega kick, mega missed. And then basically, like, just use your items for this thing, and then that's like the way you can beat it, because it's the kind of thing that you would use your Skell for, but it's like indoors, so it's just kind of like, because you get to a point in the game where once it starts saying like level 40 or whatever, you're like, right, okay, well with my Skell, yeah, level 40 is fine, but like by yourself, like, not so much. So it's just a bit of an awkward mission. It's a bit of a weird thing. Like, you just use your items for that battle. You'll probably have a ton of them. I did. Like, I have not depleted them in any way at all. Yeah, that was the way to go. So Clefairy is probably not worth a switch. I know its ability is good, but I actually think Double... Well, it does have magical... Does Double have a grass move? Because if it has a grass move, keep it. If it doesn't, switch, because Clefairy has grass. But I'm working on the assumption Double does have Grassy Glide, because I think it has Grassy Glide. If it doesn't, then, but yeah. So just, that's my recommendation to the both of you. Bose's third mission, you go to a cave in Cauldros, you can't take your Skell inside, enter the room, like, close to the enemy, and then, like, you know, just, like, use your items on it and just like spam your overdrive. Like, if you get your overdrive going and then just like use a bajillion attacks kind of thing, like, you'll be fine. But yeah, just use overdrive, and then when it's over, use the item to max out your TP to 3,000. Use overdrive again. Just attack. Don't try and fight it like a normal enemy, because of like the environment and stuff, it it's just like too awkward and hard. You'd have to be like in like your 50s or 60s. So either like wait until you're a good level, or just use some of the items that you're like never going to use anyway. You do have Grassy Glide. La! Excellent. Well, that is grassy good. Okay. Okay. For the honor of Grayskull, yes, indeed, indeed. Okay, here we go. Or should I say, here we boo? But yeah, so it's just like this weird boss, and again, it's like in the new LA, you know, sort of map or whatever, like his affinity mission and HB's, they're like, even like geographically they're like close together, and then they have like a similar level like recommendation and requirement and stuff like that, but they are like not the same. Like, so if you do HB's and you're like, oh, I'll finish up the Bose story as well, no, it doesn't work. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Or if you're like, hey, you know, feel free to message me being like, hey, I'm about to do the Bose mission. What did you say to do again? Like, and I'll happily re-explain it. And again, I'm not giving any spoilers away about the story or the mission or anything, but it's the one where you go to Cauldros and it sucks unless you use items. So there you go. Right. Anyway, Bark, we are nearly at the boss, aren't we? Already. Okay, Water Pulse, crud. Don't you dare confuse. Don't you do it. Okay, Night Slash, more like a Fight Slash. Some affinity missions like that. There's one character whose mission has a level limit of 0 battle. Yeah, there's, I don't know if that's the... Is that one of the like, because the DLC affinity missions hit very different so far, than the regular ones. Like I said the other day, you can kind of tell that they're like the new ones because they're just really different. Like, even outside of things like the voice acting and stuff like that, or just, you know, like even like someone who, I feel like even someone who hadn't played before could maybe tell they feel a bit different because of like the amount of cutscenes and the way the gameplay is and stuff like that. Even outside of things that could actually give it away otherwise, but. It's one of the missions you have to do to progress the main story. Oh, I might know that. Oh, actually, no. I do know the one you mean. No, I do know the one. Sorry, it's not. No, you're right. It's not. Basically, without spoilers, but like you have to go to the ocean, right? Like you kind of go to like the ocean. Yeah, I was almost like, was this always like this, or did they cut something out? Like it honestly felt like they cut something out. Like that there was supposed to be a fight you did, but then like they just cut it out. Like it's very weird. Okay, right, Bear Sharp Jones is staying, and Lantern is gonna rule. That is the... Okay, yeah. Sorry, sorry, as soon as I remembered that, I was like, no, wait, yes, that one is weird, isn't it? Yeah. Scientist. Kieran, you have a great Pokemon, but if you do want a science, because you're at low health, and you are weak to other ghosts... in the name of whimsy, you have permission to science it, if you would like, because you could die anyway. With your Alolan Marowak. Oh no, that's even worse! It's a ghost with no ghost! Crud. But still, we can Dynamax or whatever, and... But anyway. Cuba. I know, like, science. What is up with science today? Okay, Bishop. More like a Bop. I don't know. Oh, and Andrew. Hi, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. It has been a while. I genuinely don't know how long it's been since I last saw you. But how are you doing? Happy Sunday. Happy April and everything. Okay. We just have to hope it doesn't go for Poltergeist. But we'll have to see. Oh, wait, you do... Oh, wait, you do have Max Darkness. And it's physical. So, actually, this might be alright. I was thinking you had, like, Max Mindstorm and... something else, but like, yeah, you have Max Darkness. Oh, this might be okay. This might actually be okay. Yeah, no stab, but the thing is, Marowak could have gone down really easily with that low health and that weakness to Ghost, so... To Ghost! But yeah, no, Poltegeist can kind of act as like a nice support Pokemon here for us, basically. And then, yeah, right, Water Pulse, nice. And then it is getting desperate. It is going to start using generative AI, unless it doesn't, because we KO'd it in 1 turn, baby! Well done, everyone! Very nice work. Team 2, we made it through! Really nice, guys. Really nice. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars, get those emojis in. If you haven't already, wish everyone good shiny luck. And if you haven't already, please click like on the video. Please could you check if you've hit that thumbs up button. It does just help out so much, so please and thank you. And let's see what we've got here, shall we? And then, yeah. But yeah, that mission, though, that I just described is actually why I kind of, like, ate my dinner so close to the stream, because I was supposed to finish playing Charlie at 1 p.m., and then I kept playing it, and I kind of then lost track of time. Like, I forgot that I was, like, supposed to have stopped playing. Because I, like, had to die to this, like, mini-boss a few times before I figured out the strategy. And then I looked at the time, and I was like, oh, right, I have a stream soon. Right, Altaria is a no. Clefairy is a no. Lantern is a no. But will we get the Midnight Cosmic Disco Ball Blacephalon? No, because it's an Ultra Beast. Why would I ever get a shiny Ultra Beast? Okay, but here's the thing, guys, gals, non-binary pals. If I get my, you know, it's due within the next 8 days shiny. If I get my due within the next 8 days shiny, right? And say it's Thunderous, say it's Tapu Bulu or Uxie or Tapu Bulu, right? I then only have 2, like, regular Pokemon left. And when that happens, that means we're going to be doing a guaranteed 3 Ultra Beasts a day, right? And then, in a month from then, when I get another one, like Uxie or Tapu Bulu or Thunderous, whoever's left over, then we'll be doing, like, 4... oh no, actually no, will it be 4? No, it might not be 4 yet, is it? No, then it would be 4. No, because we only have 3 non-Ultra Beasts left, don't we? But then we'll be doing 4 Ultra Beasts a day. Like, if we get to a point where we're doing, like, 2 ticketed Ultra Beasts, that's when it's going to get serious. And then we'll get to the point where we're doing 5 Ultra Beasts a day, and then it's going to be, like, inevitable, right? I don't know. But anyway, shiny Ultra Beasts are a myth. No one has one. Jeez, I do. Shut up. Okay. But no, there we go. Okay, so anyway, Bark, let's check the old spreadsheet Reno. This was like Hoenn Kanto and whatever else. So let me just have a quick look. Lantern is not a Sudowoodo or a Dunsparce. Blacephalon has no sparkles. Altaria is not an Exploud, and Clefairy is not a Magmar or a male Butterfree. Right. Anyway, who am I gonna go for? Who has the best like ability or whatever? I don't know. I'm just gonna go the Lantern. It has like a special attack up ability. I kind of like that. Okay. Yeah, guys, just careful with, like, jokes with, you know, I don't know, things that could be interpreted as a bit, like, abrasive or aggressive or whatever. Not everyone is, you know, not everyone's gonna, like, be in on the joke and stuff like that, so, okay. Right, anyway, Bug. So even if sort of, you know, just be careful with jokes that are sort of a bit, you know, from like an outsider or whatever, could be misinterpreted weirdly or whatever. Right, anyway, yes, Clam Fandango, we'll keep the Blacephalon. Well said. I thought I kind of fumbled around with it, but that sort of thing. But thank you very much, Andrew. Okay, so guys, is there anyone who can do a Yuxi? And then, is there anyone who can do a Yuxi? Otherwise, we'll just move on to like wild cards and start doing Ultra Beasts. But we don't seem to have many people playing today, so we probably will just do our 5 and then call that it. The past 2 Sundays, we've had a lot of people, and so we've extended the length of the stream, but I don't think that's probably going to happen today. So let's see. Kevin can do Yuxi. But yeah, if we have like 3... Oh, Kiba can do Yuxi. Kiba. Oh, and Shibotooth. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So let's have the dream team, and by dream team, I mean I dreamed that I would even have enough people to be able to play this. So Kiba, and a Shiba. Okay, so this is gonna be Kevin, Shibotooth, and Kiba. Okay, and this is for Yuxi, so if you guys... could please make sure you are connected on your to your Ycoms, on your Ycoms, and then we're going to talk to the nice lady, and then we're going to go anything goes, but then I am going to select Yuxi because we have enough people for a Yuxi. It's a Christmas miracle in April. So and then we're going to get Yuxi, and we're going to go 0406, and then we're going to go 0257. How about that for a code? And then here we go. So this is Team 3. I'm smiling with glee. And then we'll see how this goes. Okay, so that's the heads up about the Bose Affinity mission in Cauldros. But no. Okay, chat. Here's my question for you guys in chat, okay? And this is for everyone in chat. If you ever watched a TV program or maybe a movie, but this is more likely to happen in a TV program or something where it's like kind of episodic, where like there's not like a whole load of like continuity or anything that's like particularly canon or whatever. Every once in a while they might add a new element to the show, but any individual episode doesn't really change the nature of the show that much. If you like have any shows like this, did you ever hate it, at least say when you were a kid or something, when the show ended an episode in like a sad or a weird way? Like, so like, you know, something where like, oh, all the characters die, or where like, where basically like the plot isn't properly resolved, you know, like, so if you like had an episode of SpongeBob and like just like he's like fired or something at the end of the episode, or like he gets eaten at the end of the episode or something, I don't know, like I just never sort of, when I was a kid, I like, at least a young kid, I didn't like when like episode plots were kind of like not really resolved or whatever, or when like there wasn't like a happily ever after or something, like, oh, like, you know, so I don't know. That's just me, but anyway. Okay, so Eden is connected now. Okay, so Yuxi, it has the levitate ability, so no ground moves, okay? But it's a psychic type, so it's basically just weak to, like, from best to worst, dark, ghost, and then bug. So dark, ghost, and bug, and here we go. For Kevin, it was Fresh Prince, where some episodes would end on a really dramatic note, but then the next one would act like it never happened. Right! That's another thing as well, yeah. Like, it'd be weird, like, if an episode ended in a way, but then, like, in a way where you'd kind of think it changed the status quo, but then it didn't. Like, that's also a thing where it's a bit like, oh, okay, that didn't really matter. But anyway, okay. So here we go, or should I say here we boo? So that's a good example as well. None of these are dark or ghost or bug. I'm gonna go with Jinx because it's resistant to psych. Actually, no, Copperaja fits that better. And Jinx is weak to ghost. But okay, Steel is good defensively, so Copperaja isn't a bad idea, to be honest. Copperaja is probably technically the best one of those three. Torkoal we shouldn't have because it hinders Jinx. And Munchlax has a good special defense, so it's kind of the best one of the three. Oh, Patrick. Oh wait, I don't have a sister. And then years later, suddenly he has one. But yeah, the episode with Patrick's parents. Yeah, Yeah, that's the episode with Patrick's parents. Like, that was a bit of a weird thing, where it's like, we don't have a son. Like, yeah, like that's a bit of a weird thing. No, yeah, that's like another weird thing too, where like episodes just kind of resolve, and it's like, wait, what? Okay, Diggersby is a Diggersby, so even though it's ground, I will allow it. There is also Relicanth on the right, so maybe we could have like Diggersby and Relicanth, and then I don't really know. I'm just going to the right. Oh, we went left. Okay. I know that there was something that, like, I know Flygon has Bug Buzz, but we got Poltegeist on the left, who's terrible. So, yeah, no, Flygon has Bug Buzz, but there just wasn't really anything else for us anywhere, and so I was kind of like, well, if we took the right, we'd have a bunch of powerful Pokemon at least. But never mind, I'm just gonna set up the hail, more like a fail. Like, Janet, Morty. Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one. But yeah, oh, I'll give you an example from SpongeBob. The snail medicine episode, where like there's the snail medicine, and then SpongeBob gets injected with it. The episode's a bit of a whib on it, because it's just all around stressful, to be honest. Because there's like Squidward not taking care of Gary, and the stress of that, and like poor Gary, and you feel so sorry for like what is like animal abuse, and then like, but then he just needs some water, so it's fine. And then, but you know, that was like all stressful, like watching poor Gary suffer. And then you see like the injection thing, and then like how like SpongeBob reacts to it. That's just a very stressful episode. Like, I don't find that episode funny. I don't like that episode. Because it's just stressful. Like, I don't like when like episodes of shows like that are made where they're kind of just like stressful or whatever. I'm kind of like do they like, where are like the laughs? What do they think the laughs are in this episode? I don't know. But like, gee, Gary, you're getting a lot faster. Yeah, like. Yeah, freaked out when you was a kid. Exactly, right? That's what I mean. Like, it was quite freaky. And again, it ended on a note where, sorry, spoilers for like a 25-year-old SpongeBob episode here. 25? Why couldn't it be 20? I'd be okay with 20. But no, 25. But you know what's funnier than 24? 25. But no, 25-year-old episode. And, but basically, yeah, it's like SpongeBob accidentally gets injected with this like snail medicine, and then he turns into a snail, and then like Squidward gets injected with it, and it's just, and then it kind of ends with like all three, like SpongeBob, Gary, and Squidward all as snails, and it's like, but then like, you know, and as a kid, I'm like, but how does that resolve? You can't just like leave them as snails. Like, there's got to be a way out from this or something. But no, it just ends with them all as snails. Like, I always like hated that kind of thing, where it's like there was this stressful stuff and it's not even resolved, and I don't like that. So what about the Wumbo episode? Oh yeah, that I can't quite remember the episode to that. But now that you mention it, like, didn't that, because like everyone's like shrunk or whatever, right? So I can't quite remember all the specifics of that one, but Rosalia's weak to Psychic, so that's a no. Okay, maybe if we can switch, like, Talonflame? Ugh, this is going to be a tough one, isn't it? Okay, so we do want to go for the Flygon, okay? Oh, we could go for Linoon. Okay, let's go for Linoon. Let's go for Flygon and switch Talonflame for that. And then let's switch Munchlax for the Linoon. Linoon has Shadow Claw. And although that's actually not that helpful. But Linoon has Shadow Claw. Although, does it have a dark? No. Okay. If it's a Hoennian Linoon, it has Shadow Claw. And basically it could use Max Phantasm 3 times to like keep building up its own power. So, I Wumbo, you Wumbo. He, she, they, Wumbo. But yeah. Someone said they've never seen SpongeBob ever. There's a few I dislike, and that's one of them. Zana says, oh, so hang on, were you talking about that? Sorry, so just to go back, because I had to scroll back there. So like the snail episode, like you don't like the snail medicine episode. is what you're saying. Is that what you were saying or replying to there? They all stay small except for Plankton. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, episodes like that, it's kind of, you know, it's like if you're gonna have a whole load of chaos, it's like, I don't like. Again, as I sort of like can tolerate episodes like that more now because I have an adult brain and I'm an adult. But it's still one of those things where I think like the actor and the artist in me and stuff like that is a bit like, no, you have to like have a resolution for this where like the character learns something or gets their comeuppance or something. I'll give you an example of like just a nice little bit of quick comeuppance at the end. The invisibility prankster episode, like, you know, like live naked, you know, whatever kind of thing. Like, that's a good little quick resolve or whatever, you know. And there you go. It's like, you know, you don't necessarily say, I don't know, get like a very in-depth resolve, but you kind of get the idea that it's like, okay, they're not going to be doing that again. So the snail one, yeah. That snail episode, I can't imagine there are many people who like that episode, but see, I find that, I wonder what, when they made the episode, like, what they were thinking. I don't mean they're like, what were you thinking? But, like, I just mean, like, you know, I sort of wonder, you know, what did they think were, like, the funny bits or whatever? You know, does, like, Squidward, like, rushing to feed a pet who he was supposed to take care of but didn't feed? Like, you know, where do they think, like, say that's funny, like Squidward freaking out and be like, oh no, I forgot to feed him. Like, I don't know, I just feel sad for the pet. Like, I don't know. Oh boy, see that brittle, boy. But yeah, Patrick, we should have bought the whoopee cushion. But yeah, so, oh, Gage and Conowat, hello, welcome. And Conowat's missed 5 stun spores in a row. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Wow, that's really something. But also, hello, happy Sunday. If people have not clicked like on the video yet, could you please click like, because it does just help out so much. But yeah, so episodes, one that kind of, I don't know, like, one that kind of, okay, so Talonflame, let's all switch, excellent, Talonflame, good. One that kind of, like, kind of toes the line, is kind of close, is like the moon episode. Okay, yeah, so if we go for Linoon, and then we do get a backpacker, and then this should be okay. And then, yeah, because at the very least we'll have like Shadow Ball strats or whatever. I tell you what, Flygon could use Bug Buzz on turn 1, but after a Max Phantasm has been used, honestly, Dragon Claw might be the better move because it has stab, it's physical, and the defense will be down. So just keep that in mind. Like when we get to the Uxie, you could use a Bug Buzz on turn 1, but you actually might want to switch to Dragon Claw from like turn 2 onwards. But yeah, but like, so the Sandy going to the moon rocket episode, that has like a very quick resolution, which is kind of okay. But again, that's one of those episodes where it's sort of stressful, it's kind of funny, but kind of stressful. I don't know. Cheese, one episode you low-key didn't like was when SpongeBob was covering Squidward's shift, and the, like, have you finished the errands joke? Oh, oh, yeah. Where Squidward, like leaves SpongeBob behind to just take it, but then he worries that, like, SpongeBob... Yeah, see, that's an episode where it's, like, that's kind of stressful, isn't it? Like Squidward is, like, getting really stressed, and you do worry that, like, something's happened, and it's kind of like, yeah, there's just... Yeah, I wasn't, like, hugely keen on the episode. It's kind of funny. But yeah, just a bit of a weird one. Yeah, alien hunting, yeah. That episode, and then that episode, yeah, so that episode is like a bit of a, that one's okay, but, I mean, my favorite episodes, at least initially, were always ones that were like, I always liked episodes that were like Krusty Krab focused. Obviously then in time, I then sort of liked other ones, but when I first watched the show, I just always really liked Krusty Krab ones and didn't really like other episodes. Although I think, to be honest, in the first season, generally Krusty Krab ones probably were better, I would say. But yeah, at least for me. But again, like, you know, the snail medicine episode, not as good. The moon episode, not as good. But like the first episode with the Krusty Krab is great. You know, things like Krusty Krab pizza isn't like hugely Krusty Krab, but you know, like the pickles, that's a great episode. I mean, kind of stressful, but it's good, you know. Again, am I a burger boy? Yes, but I like my burger episodes, dang it. So there we go. And we did get a cheese freeze! And there's the pickles from last time! And my car keys! Okay, so Linoon for Munchlax, Linoon, Munchlax, Linoon, Munchlax, Linoon, Munchlax, Linoon, Munchlax. I know Pin Missile is super effective as well, but again, the physical attack lowering of Shadow, of Max Phantasm, more like Donate Plasm, will be the more useful thing here, I think. I'm just going to go with the Wise Glasses, because I ain't got anything better than that. And there's my ride. Yes, Gage! That's for yesterday, Squirrels. Oh, I love that. That's such a see. That's a good ending for an episode, because it's like it takes this thing you'd completely forgotten about, and then brings it back. And yeah, that's a good one. That smelly smell, the kind of smelly. Yeah, gotta love that. I mean, I still quote that. Like, everyone's like, oh, that smell. Smelly smell. The kind of smelly smell. You know, and then you just get into it or whatever. Okay, so well done, everyone. I'm just gonna try and get more cheap freezes here. And then we'll get some Linoon Dynamax, and then we should be off. I don't know why, but I think I'm going to get SpongeBob Butt tomorrow. But yeah. But yeah, good stuff. Too much good stuff. Someday I do hope to, like, watch or rewatch, like, Phineas and Ferb, because I never really know how much Phineas and Ferb I ever watched. And, like, speaking, because we were talking about that, and, like, that was a really good show. Like, I always really enjoyed that show. Cheese freeze? No. Cheese freeze, if you please. But yeah. So episodes where, like, they just kind of, you know, so if you have, like, Simpsons Halloween episodes where, like, the characters just kind of all die or whatever, you know, I don't know. I never really sort of liked those ones. And SpongeBob episodes where, like, yeah, everything's not really, like, resolved, just, like, wasn't a fan. So, we could fill this whole chat with SpongeBob quotes, I fear. I mean, basically, yes. But there we go, okay. Right, Max Phantasm. Okay. So there we go. Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. And then Max Mindstorm. Yeah, so Gage, we were talking about the new Phineas and Ferb a bit earlier, so that's kind of why I, like, brought it back again. Why I brought back that conversation again, because we were sort of talking about earlier, and then I can't quite remember how I got into SpongeBob, but yeah, I can't remember how I got onto SpongeBob, but probably, I don't know. It sort of felt right to then go flick back to Phineas and Ferb. Okay. So Ice Beam, more like a nice beam. I'm just reading Zarda's quote. That's a good one. I do quote I mean, one of the ones I quote is the, like, sort of, like, now what? I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far. Like, I think that's so often in life, kind of thing. It's kind of like, haha, yes! And it's like, I don't know what to do now. So, right. Dragon Claw, nice! And then Flash Cannon, come on, yes! Did we 2-turn that or 3-turn that? I think that was a 3-turn, right? But well done, everyone! Very nice. Oh, really, Kevin? Oh, that's funny. Right, so stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars, and then we'll figure out our wild cards, okay? So, oh, and Cramorant, hi. I feel like SpongeBob is one of... Andrew says, I feel like SpongeBob is one of those shows where everyone remembers the memorable quotes that people use every day. I mean, kind of, yeah. I mean, it's an iconic show, and for a reason. Like it definitely... I haven't watched it for a while, so I don't know about... I can't, sort of discuss the quality of it now or anything. But, like, those first 4 seasons had a lot of magic to them, and, yeah. I do feel sad that with all the different media and stuff we're having, we're probably never really going to have anything quite like a SpongeBob or a Simpsons or a whatever, because there are just too many different, like, there are all the different TV channels, and there's the internet, and a bajillion YouTube creators, and Twitch streamers, and everything else, and probably never really going to have stuff like that again, and it's kind of weird. Right, Roselia, is a no. Flygon is a no. You can't spell Flygon without no. Linoon, you can't spell Linoon without no. But will we get the Golden Uxie? No, it's a Bluesky. Dang. Okay. So Roselia's a no, Flygon's a no, no, and a no, and a no. But do we have some good abilities or natures or whatever? Well, no, not abilities, but like natures or anything. And the answer is no. But yeah, these are all Hoenn, and the only Hoenn I need is Exploud. So I guess I'll just pick the Linoon, because I don't know, it was the least bad one. But there we go. Did anyone get any shinies? I think the answer is probably a no, but... okay. So chat, could you... The random things, you haven't played this game in ages. I know, well, I hadn't until last year, but then I was on strike and I wanted to get shiny legendaries. But hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Okay. So, chat, my lovely chat. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do the wild cards. And then, okay, so here's what I need. So guys, if any of you have tickets for Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, and or Stakataka, if you have any of those Pokemon, could you please let me know? And could you let me know in the following template? I need you to say, strike. And then the number of times that you have played today, and then say my tickets are, and let me know your tickets, if they are any of those ones I just listed, okay? So, would you like us to keep a record of where you found Uxie this time? Yes, I would, Clam Fandango. And then there we go. The wildcard poker rap. I mean, it's a little bit. That's like, I have like a bunch of different ways I kind of read it off, and but yeah, today I was in like breath saving mode. Okay, so saying Sky has Guzzlord and Pheromosa, and then Sheba has. Maybe we should go for Tapu Bulu just because I'm never gonna get a. Maybe we could. Oh, okay. We could either do like Guzzlord or. Okay. Okay, I think we should definitely do Tapu Bulu with Shibatooth, and then maybe we could go for like Pheromosa because we have like Sky and Kiba, and surely one of them will get to play in the next one. Okay. Oh, shiny Phalanx in a separate Dynamax adventure for Kieran. Nice, congrats. Okay, so does that sound okay? Maybe like we do a Tapu Bulu now and then like a Pheromosa or a Guzzlord or something afterwards. But does that sound okay? So if that's okay, and if Shibatooth doesn't mind doing that, then could you guys please let me know if you're interested in doing a Tapu Bulu, and let me know like how many times you've played and if you can do Tapu Bulu. So strike number of times you played, and then I can do Tapu Bulu. And then we'll, we might have to do the Nightbot random selection game. But then, yeah, and I'm just going to change the spreadsheet so that it... Spreadsheet! Mr. Spreadsheet! Oh, for the love of Nelly. Mr. Spreadsheet, spread me a sheet. Bum, 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 bum. Got on a thunderous and then it deletes. Okay, no, right, Tapabulu. And then I'm just going to put, like, Pheromosa, but we might change it, but we'll see what's up. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so Kieran, Kevin, and Kiba. Okay, so Kiba. Oh, well, if Kiba can do it, then maybe we could have Kiba. Okay, so yeah, so let's have the team of like Shay and Kiba or Shiba Tooth. PS Shiba Tooth. But yeah, no. So then we would have room for one more. So it'd be Kevin or Kieran, okay? So 1 is Kieran, and 2 is Kevin. Sorry, I keep putting Silver. Because it's just like, my brain goes into, like, copy... even though that's weird, because I didn't copy Kieran, but I'm kind of like, oh, who else? It's like, oh, Silver kind of thing. It's like, yeah, it's Kevin. Okay. Oh, and then Cheese can also do Bulu. Okay, so 3 is Cheese. Okay, so we got the... Okay, so this is... the Nightbot random selection game. So we're going to have, if Nightbot says number 1, it's going to be Kieran. If it says number 2, it's going to be Kevin. And then 3 is going to be Cheese. Oh, Shabertooth, you had a friend call you Kiba back in high school? Oh, wow, that's funny. Okay, so, and it's a Nightbot 22-minute game, but it's also the Nightbot random selection game. Okay, so Nightbot random selection game, if it's 1, it's Kieran, 2, it's Kevin, 3, it's Cheese, ready, set, bow. Nightbot, do your thing, here we go, let's figure out who this is. It's 2, it's Kevin. Kevin, fortune favors the bold. Like, wow, and Kevin's like, wow, I didn't even do anything. Okay. So Shabertooth, Kiba, and Kevin. So Shabertooth is going to give us a code. Guys, please make sure you're connected to the internet, okay? Oh, wanting to bring up Switch 2. I was about to talk about Switch 2. I think the console price of $500 for Mario is fine. The problem is the games themselves. 60 was perfect, 70 acceptable, 80. That's it. We need to see what the prices are definitely going to be. Because in a way, we still don't, 100% know. Because, the pre-orders haven't gone live yet, and the tariff situation is all over the place and stuff, so... yeah, I was going to talk about the Switch 2 in a second, actually. So anything goes, unless you're Shabertooth, who has hopefully selected a Tapu Bulu, and doesn't have a load of question marks. So it's 0005, and then 1739. Ooh, I like it. So yeah, we'll have to see with the Switch 2. It's kind of too early to... Because that's the thing. But I mean, basically, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Switch pricing and stuff like that. Number 1, this is a way more powerful console. This console is a bigger and better deal. And so it is going to cost more money. It has a whole ton of features and stuff. The Switch in some ways was kind of just a basic portable console. This is a really high-tech thing that's portable. This is kind of more comparable to the Steam Deck, and the Steam Decks cost over $1,000 or whatever, so, so that's thing number 1. Thing number 2, the Switch is 8 years old, so, and you do get kind of just natural inflation, numbers of things rise and whatever, so, and we've had the inflation in the past few years. I know a bunch of that was greedflation as well, but again, over the course of 8 years, there is just natural inflation that comes from that, and we've had a global pandemic in between as well and stuff, so there's that as well. And then so basically it's one of those things where the console was kind of always going to be a bit higher. It's just how high was it going to go. And I actually do think the price of the console is kind of fairly fine. Yeah, the game increase is the thing where it's ooh, that's a lot. I think they're doing it just because of the unpredictability of everything right now, and then mixed with things like the inflation over the years and stuff. We'll have to see. But bear in mind, we don't 100% know all the prices yet. Retailers could be, in Europe, retailers have been selling games lower than, the Nintendo digital like prices and stuff like that. So, you know, maybe something similar could happen here in America. Who knows? Right, anyway, let's get into this. Tapu Bulu is super duper mega weak to poison, but it's also weak to fire, ice, flying, and steel. So there we go. It is a physical boy, so stay away from Chansey. Oh, Bisharp has poison. And then Orbeetle is a bug and a psychic or something. Oh, not Chansey. Sorry, my thumb slipped on the joystick. So, yeah, we're in very uncertain, unpredictable, crazy times right now, and we have to just, I don't know. We have to, in the meantime, I mean, the main thing we can do at the minute is just cross our fingers. The other thing is we just have to make sure that, like, you know, I mean, again, election, I mean, don't want to say it, but like, elections have consequences. I know everyone's bored of hearing that, but it's one of those things where it's like, well, the thing that you can do is make sure that in like 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, local level, national level, that like this never happens again, and you can do that with your vote. So, okay. Oh, there is a Selgor who has Acid Spray on the right. Nidoking doesn't have any poison moves, so don't get distracted by Nidoking being poison. But if we go right, we can go for a Selgor, and that has Acid Spray. Forgive me if there was anything on the left that was good, but like the Acid Spray was the main thing I saw. I know that I can't believe my thumb almost took that Chansey, but anyway. I just feel like this is a bad time for Nintendo. I know, but basically it's a shame Nintendo couldn't have released this thing a year ago. But the thing is, if they'd have released it a year ago, they probably would have then lost a load of money on the console, because what would have happened is they would have committed to what, like, a price that, you know, say something like a $400 for the console and like $60 for the games, and then... But then with everything right now, the games would need to be more expensive. So, as I sort of said the other day, but just for those who weren't here a few days ago and stuff like that. Wait, hang on. This thing has Psybeam and Psy... Like, what is the point of that? Okay, anyway, sorry. That is one of the most wasteful second moves I've ever seen. Okay. But, oh, was there a Lola Marowak? Okay, that's... Oh, well then we could go for that maybe. But that's the thing. Like, if they'd have... Because, like, there was a bit of a thing with like... This is very similar with Brexit. Like, the Switch... The first Switch came out, like, not long after Brexit and stuff. And, like... there was like one retailer that was selling the Switch like really cheap because they had committed to a price like before it had like really even like been like properly announced or whatever, and then Brexit happened and then the pound weakened and they were like, we're gonna stick to our price, but like, you know, but they sold Switches like really cheaply. Oh gosh, Bishop, no. So okay, but anyway, Tapu Bulu is gonna be less likely to happen. Okay, Sneasel is an ice type at least. Let's see what we got. Hang on. Oh gosh. Oh, and like Bishop was like our main heavy hitter there, wasn't it? Dang it. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, that's feeble. No, it's not, it's great! And light screen, that actually is great. Shiridu. Right, max darkness. You're not knowledgeable about stuff, but wouldn't have been... if it was released... So, well, but this, I suppose, like, it's still a similar thing. If it had been released at, like, say, Christmas, then yeah, it could have been a thing where like maybe they could have, but like a lot of don't forget like prices and stuff had already kind of started to be a little bit iffy around like Christmas time. Basically, ever since like let's say November, if we're gonna pick a random arbitrary day out of nowhere. Let's just say November was when there was a lot of uncertainty beginning. But yeah, so. I mean, don't get me wrong. If like things had been if it had been released at Christmas, yeah, we could have had like some kind of cheaper price. But the thing is, it's like either they would have had to have increased the price. Like it's one of those. Basically, the reason Nintendo picked the numbers they had picked is because here's the thing. from everything I can tell, Nintendo have tried really hard to try and make sure there's like some kind of consistency here and that there's not going to be any sudden changes. So like they picked a number where it's like, if there are tariffs, we're still going to be covered. If there aren't tariffs, then we're going to make even more money, right? But like they got to make sure that they make their money at the end of the day. And like but the thing that's kind of funny though, but also sad as well, is so a thing that I read the other day. So we don't want War Turtle. It's just not very useful. We are gonna. We are gonna have to get rid of at some point the Chansey, but But let's see what we got though. Okay, so if we go for a Selgor and then so there was I don't see Marowak. But there is a fire type. Oh, it's like Torkoal. Oh, Torkoal. If that's Torkoal, is that Torkoal? I think that's Torkoal. It's a fire type. Fire type is good, okay? Okay, but we could have like a Selgor, and then like if that's Torkoal, oh, maybe I could even switch for this, because I just switched Orbeetle because of like resistance reasons. But maybe if I switched and then Chansey gets the fire type. Xander, Pax Bags. I'm moving to Donkey Kong Country. Can I come with? I always wanted to live on DK Isle. But yeah, so Nintendo I think basically Nintendo, they tried to do everything that kind of mixed with like inflation, like quality of console increase, hedging their bets with tariffs. But then here's the other thing as well. This is a thing I've read in the past couple of days. Don't 100% know the validity of this, so this is a if it's true kind of thing, okay? One thing I've heard recently is apparently they've moved a lot of, or like all of the production of the Switch 2 to Vietnam instead of China, because they were like, if we do it in China, we could risk like tariffs, right? So they actually tried to prevent this happening. But then Donald Trump has signed tariffs for everywhere. And I'm sure you guys have heard. Have you heard about the penguins? Have you guys heard about the penguins? If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'll tell you in a minute. But if you know about Donald Trump, tariffs, and penguins, then... But, like, basically, though, like, tariffs are going out for, like, everywhere and everyone, and it includes, like, Vietnam. Although I think Vietnam may be trying to strike a deal for, like, no tariffs or something. So that could help. So, you know, Nintendo might have picked the right country after all. But yeah, I think they're basically just waiting to see what happens. And particularly if, like, if this Vietnam thing is true... Then you know, maybe Nintendo are waiting to see, oh, let's see what Vietnam can do, and then we'll figure it out. So that is true, Kevin. That is true. So yeah. Just make sure not to take any of the big guys' bananas. Hang on, sorry, I can't read as much chat these days because of the old not spreadsheet-a-reno, but you guys, wow, whatever. Anyway, the point is that I am going to... I got KO'd, which sucks. Oh, hang on a minute. I can do that, can't I? Oh, maybe I can read more chat this way. Maybe if I do that, I can read a little bit more chat. 2468, light screen was great! So there you go. Okay, that'll do. That'll work. Okay. Yeah, Gage. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Gage. That's been like a weirdly big deal, hasn't it? There's not even been like hugely reported on, because again, we're in such weird times right now. That but like that is a big deal, yeah. Okay, but let's see. But yes, so anyway, Bark. So that's all the like Nintendo stuff with the price and everything, and the pre-orders being cancelled and whatnot. And yeah, we'll have to. But can I talk about something else with the Switch 2 that I wanted to talk about today? So I am going to switch here, and then we'll save Chansey for like the next one, because if we go for a fire type now, then this will be pretty nifty. Okay. Oh, I think it is Torkoal. I think it is a Torkoal. So if we go for the fire, then this could be good. I hope this terrace thing makes them regret it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a shame. These sort of forgive me. Forgive sort of the like allusion to a crude language here, but I don't really know a better way to say this. It's a shame that we have to go through the whole like rigmarole. Oh, it's Quagsire, Quag. It's a shame we have to go through the whole rigmarole of FAFO, if you understand what I'm talking about. It's a shame we're having to go through the entire song and dance of FAFO. Like, why couldn't we have had like none of them? You know, neither the FA nor the FO. But the one thing I will say is, if people FO and they really do FO and they learn a lifelong lesson of an FO and not just a 4-year FO, then like maybe that will be some kind of consolation to everything. But it is annoying that, yeah, we have to be in this like sort of very unprecedented, very uncertain period right now where just a lot of people are not sure what's going to happen. And but yeah. Anyway, Buck. No, Kevin, I do know why you thought it was... I know a Torkoal doesn't look anything like a Marowak, but I actually do know why... Like, looking at parts of the silhouette, I do know why, for a split second, one might have thought that it could have been a Marowak. Like, I don't think you're crazy for... Like, Kevin, it's obviously a Torkoal. Like, don't worry. But yeah. So, no... I was going to say about... but here's one thing I was going to say about Switch 2, guys. Another thing that's come out the other day... so there is, like, another bit of news that has come out the other day. And this is quite interesting. Reportedly, the Switch 2 editions, which are Switch 1 games that are going to, like, that have, like, significant upgrades to them, to like their performance, and may have extra content added and stuff, and they're gonna have like special boxed versions. Those games reportedly are just going to be Switch 1 cartridges, and then you get a download code for like the sort of like upgrade package. Oh gosh, we're down to like one Pokemon? Ay. Oh, can I just check? Hang on. Special attack down. Oh, special attack up. Okay. Right. I'm going to... Oh, gosh. Hang on. Yeah. I'm going to use a max flutter. Bye. Because with stab and everything, this will do more damage here. So, wish me luck. Oh, light screen. Okay, wish we could have had that on turn 1. There we go. Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it more another time. Like in a we'll talk about this like at a devoted time or whatever. But it is very sort of weird and frustrating this time around for sure. But I want to keep talking about Nintendo because it's a Sunday and I want to keep things happy for right now. We've talked about enough sad stuff. But no, here's the thing. So the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of games are... Okay, so Quagsire. Well done. So, oh gosh, I don't have much health though. But we still need to, you know. Okay. Is there a cat going nuts? Okay. So yeah. So like, imagine if Sword and Shield got a Switch 2 update and it's just Overworld shinies. I mean, Gage, I'll take it. I mean, the annoying thing is, like, the game actually could have it. It would be a very simple thing to fix. Like, they wouldn't really need to do anything. Like, but anyway. But anyway, Bark. Right, Torkoal Drought. Rare Stormy Cave. I know, right? Because, yeah. Okay, we're Acid Spray. Good luck, everyone. Torkoal, please Dynamax and use your strongest Dynamax fire move. Like, make sure you're using the strongest one. And here we go. I'm hoping that between my Acid Spray and Torkoal's sun-boosted, like, Inferno Dynamax Max Flare, that we are able to win this, but we'll have to see how it goes. But I was going to say, so just with the Switch 2 quickly. So the Nintendo Switch 2 editions, from the sounds of things, reportedly, they might just be Nintendo Switch, like games, even Nintendo Switch cartridges, but then you just get a code for the upgrade. Because before, basically, it was like, oh, if you already have these games, you can, like, do, like, a paid upgrade on, like, the eShop. But it sounds like that, to be honest, it's kind of almost the same thing if you buy a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Edition, in the box. You get a Switch 1 game, and then you go to the eShop, and you get your upgrade, like, from the eShop. Kind of thing. It's just, but you've already bought it, kind of thing. So, okay, here we go. Max Flare! I think we're going to do it, guys! I think we're going to do it! Yes! Yes! Well done, everyone! Well done! Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. We beat a Bulu with 1 life left! So, no, Team 4, very well played. But so here's the thing, guys. So, Nintendo Switch 2 edition games, so it sounds like they might just be Switch games where you get an upgrade, like, sort of like, you know, included kind of thing. But basically, here's the thing, right? At Christmas, I got Kirby and the Forgotten Land for $35. So let's say upgrading Kirby and the Forgotten Land costs like $10 or $20 or something, right? It's like, then just get a Nintendo Switch copy of these games and like shop around for Switch 1 copies and then like upgrade them. Unless you really care about having a box that says like Switch 2 edition. But like, and then a few years ago, I got Breath of the Wild for like $40. So it's one of these things where, you know, if you shop around, you might be able to essentially get a Switch 2 edition, but like for cheap, you know, like Kirby, I might be able to get like a full, you know, I could in theory get like a full Kirby package for like $45 or $55 instead of like $80. So definitely, if that is true, definitely like keep that in mind, okay? So, Wartortle is a no. Selgor is a no. Torkoal is a regular Torkoal. But will we get, drum roll please, because I have taken enough time already, the Black Bulu? It's a regular Bulu. Although Tapu Bulu is coming to Pokemon Go soon. So if I get it in Pokemon Go, it'll become a Phase 2. And if it does become a Phase 2, or if I get one, or if it does become a Phase 2, either. If I get one in Go, or I get one in this game, to answer Cheese's question, the only... Well, that's the thing. Basically, Tapu Bulu... Hang on, let me just check, because we need to look at this list. We need to look at this list in a second anyway. Tapu Bulu is the only... If I got Tapu... Hang on. Because what did she say? What did she say? Bo, if you get Shiny Bulu right now, will you Shiny Hunt for it and go? Oh, sorry. Oh, she said that. Yeah. So that's the thing. I wouldn't, like... I would still do a couple of Tapu Bulu raids, but I wouldn't use any green passes for it. That's the thing, like, I've got lots of green passes, but basically, I'm saving all my green passes now for, like, Tapu Bulu, Virizion, Terrakion, and the Ultra Beasts. And, like, that's what I'm saving all my green passes for. So, like, recently, you know, there's been, like, Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele, but I just do, when there's, like, raid hour on, like, Wednesday nights, I just do 2 raids with the orange passes, and then that's it. Because it's like, well, I'm not going to, like, use my green passes, which I have to, like, save up coins for or whatever, to get them, you know. I either, like, get them as rewards or you know, but basically I don't pay for the game at all, and I'm not going to, so, yeah. Right. Anyway, Buck, you hate how you can't transfer favorited Pokemon in Pokemon Go into Home. Yeah, but you just unfavorite them. I mean, it's a bit annoying when you're like, oh, crud, I left that favorited or whatever, but yeah, you accidentally got a box of like 40 green passes a while ago and have no gyms near you, and you've been sitting on them, so like, oh no, Shiba Tooth. Hang on, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. Let me just check. Wartortle is not a Magmar or a male Butterfree. A Selgor is not a Lampent. And Torkoal is not an Exploud. So, yeah. Do we have any good natures or abilities or anything? Why are these all neutral? But we do have a modest Torkoal, so hey, I'll get that. Sure, why not? But we did it, guys. We won. We won. Oh, Kieran, you're planning to hunt Blacephalon, Stack Attacker, and Go. Let's hope I don't get those 2 shiny, because Bo is going to be wondering why you can't do. No, that's and obviously with, like, Stack Attacker, you need remote friends in, like, Japan or something like that. But, Gage, you got Shiny Mushana yesterday, and then Shiny Mudsdale earlier. Whoa! Gage, and then Shiny on Moldo a couple of... How many Dynamax Adventures and everything are you doing? That's brilliant. That's so cool. Okay. So here we go. So we're not going to delete any records. But yeah... whoever we get out... Well, if we get Blacephalon, we'll replace it with an Ultra Beast. And then if we get any of the other 2, we'll replace it with Tapu Bulu. And that's basically the plan. And then basically, it'll then just be Ultra Beasts, and that's like the plan for the rest of Phase 2. Okay, so guys, gals, non-binary pals. So Wildcard. Okay, so could you guys please let me know, strike the number of times you have played today, and then let me know what your tickets are, and then we will and then we'll figure out our final round. Okay, so Kevin, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye. And then there we go. Oh yeah, so the Guzzlord and Pheromosa. Oh yeah. So this thing, we were thinking like Pheromosa, but we could always do one of the others if you guys are interested in it. As long as it's good with Sky, because Sky is the person who has played the least. So, oh, that's cool, Gage. That's cool. But yeah. So anyway, so that's my talk on Switch 2, and that's my talk on Switch 2 editions. But yeah, unless you really care about the boxes or whatever, I mean, I would try and shop around for like cheap Switch 1 copies, and then just upgrade to the Switch 2 edition, like on the eShop. Because, you know, why would you, like, say, pay like $80 for Kirby, when you could, you know, get a $35 copy and then upgrade for like $10 or $20, like, you know. So, hang on. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, so yeah, so hang on. We've got Sky, we've got Kieran, and we've got Cheese. I tell you what, hang on. Out of the 3 of you, so out of Sky, Kieran, and Cheese, you can't do Stack Attacker. Yeah, I was gonna ask. So, like, say out of... Hang on, so let's say Guzzlord, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Nihilate, Go, and then not Stack Attacker, and then Kartana. If we say out of them... Oh, Gage. Oh, well then, Gage. Oh, Gage, you could join. Okay, so we need to. Okay, so. Okay, so. Oh no, Gage, you can totally join. Okay, so hang on, we're gonna have Sky and we're gonna have Gage, and then basically we'll choose between like Cheese and Kieran. Could you guys let me know? Yeah, out of those things I just listed, Guzzlord, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Nihilego, Kartana. No, hold on, no, don't please. I'm gonna say one thing. Can we sort of? I don't know, like. For volunteering spots, can we, like, not sort of volunteer, sort of, like, if I say something like, hey, could any of you guys volunteer a spot, or something like that, or like, oh, if anyone's willing to volunteer a spot, but it's actually a bit confusing if I've, like, assigned a team, and then someone's like, oh, I'll drop out, and because we have, like, the 10-second delay and stuff, and it just kind of adds a lot of confusion. So unless I'm, like, ever asking for it, because also as well, like, I'll do a Nightbot thing in a second or whatever, or sometimes I kind of, like, have plans, and then if people in chat sort of start being like, oh, well, I just won't play or something, it kind of can throw things off. So, if that's okay. I know that's, like, it's really nice of people to, like, drop out, but it actually kind of throws me off when people do that. So hang on. What we'll do, right? Okay. So we're going to have Skywatcher, and we're going to have Gage. What I'm going to do is, I've listed those 5 Pokemon. I'm going to let Nightbot decide which of them we're going to play. If it picks one that is like one of Kieran's, then it's Kieran. If it picks one that's one of Cheese's, it's Cheese. And if it picks neither, then we'll do some Nightbot. Because this is the fun... Sorry, this was like the fun, whimsical thing I was starting to do. The number's 4. Oh, it's Nihilego, so that's a Kieran one, right? I mean, I think, like, basically it was always going to probably be Kieran, just because Kieran had more tickets. But let me check. Yeah, so... So basically, the volunteering would have amounted to the same thing, but this was more whimsical. So yes. So yeah. But yeah, if that's okay. I don't mean that to pick on you, Cheese. It's just we've actually had a few things where people have sort of said, "Oh, so and so can give up. I can give up my spot for so and so." But it's just sometimes it's kind of like, well, hang on, I was planning to, like, add that person to the next round, and now they may play, now they may think they're going to play. Because it's one of those things where someone could think, oh, so I'm playing now, right? And it's like, no, hang on, I didn't say that, or whatever. It's just one of those things where it's like, I'll decide the teams, and, and that's kind of that kind of thing. Okay, so, right, screen's gone dark. So hopefully that's okay. But yeah, I've kind of been thinking, every time it's kind of happened, I've kind of, like, thought about saying something, but then I've not really known how to word it, and I'm like, no, it's basically the thing where it's like, I decide that, like, I'll decide the teams, and if people start doing that, it can kind of mess up with, like, the plan. Like, I can be, like, having a plan in my head of, like, how to resolve something, and it's like, oh, if I do this and this and this, and that'll be... And I don't want people getting confused about, like, who's in what team or whatever, because it kind of can get confusing. So thank you for understanding and being awesome. Right, anyway, okay, so let's do this thing. So final team. So who did I say? It's going to be Gage. Hang on, I need to add Gage to the spreadsheet, don't I? So it's going to be Gage and Kieran and Sky, isn't it? Is that right? Did I just say the thing that's like, Cheese, you can be back up. And this is going to be Nihilego, isn't it? So, and then hopefully that's all okay. Yeah, I think that works yeah, that was it, wasn't it? So yeah, Skywatcher, Gage, and Kieran, and then this was going to be Nihilego, wasn't it? Because number 4 was Nihilego, and Xander put the, like, mushrooms, but it looks like a... I mean, kind of looks like a baby with like a creepy toad Metroid head, like, kind of whimpering in a corner. That emoji always freaks me out. Okay, so anyway, Bark, internet. So here we go. The internet. And then, would you like to embark upon a Dynamax adventure? And we're gonna say yes, please. We're going to say anything goes, unless you're Kieran, who's going to select Nihilego. And then... oddly specific description. But it does... Okay, so basically, I'm kind of like squatting on the floor right now, right? And it basically looks like if I were in the position I'm in like now, but a baby, but I had like a mushroom for a head. But like not a mushroom, like a Metroid mushroom. If you want a really overly specific description, you should ask me what I think weed smells like. Because that I have a very like impassioned but specific description. 6860, I like it, and then 1346, I like it. So here we go. I'm glad you asked. Weed to me smells like... Okay, so if you've ever been to like a pub in England, and there are like sort of empty glasses, but they usually have like a little bit in the bottom kind of thing, like people don't like always finish all their pints of like lager and stuff like that. So there'll kind of be pints with like a, you know, like a half inch or like a half inch to an inch still in the bottom. The dregs or whatnot. And, oh, by the way, Nihilego is a poison and rock type, which means it is weak. It's super duper mega weak to ground. And then steel is like the next best thing. And then like water and psychic are also super effective as well. And that's about it. And physical is better than special, but it does have a move where it changes like physical and special. So who knows? But physical is better. But basically, so weed. So if you have like a pint glass with like some beer that's been set out and left over in the end, and then if you had like a dirty penny that had fallen into that glass and that had soaked into the beer, and then you took out your sort of beer, your old beer-soaked penny. Kingler. Your old beer-soaked penny. And then you got a rubber balloon, and you blew up the balloon a bit. Just a little bit, not too much. And then you took your beer-soaked, dirty penny, and you rubbed it against the balloon. You rubbed it against, like, the rubber balloon, so that the penny was kind of, like, infused with... like rubbery balloonness, and then you like licked the penny and the balloon, so you got all that beer and copper and which way do I want to go here? To the right, I think. I don't know. No, I don't know. Left was no. Oh no! Wait! Oh no! Left! Oh sugar! Oh, I got sucked into my thing. Sorry, left was a ground type. Oh my gosh! Left was a ground type. Why did everyone else not pick the left? What was your guys' excuse? I was talking about dirty pennies. And then if you, like, sucked on, like, that balloon, that's what weed... Like, that taste is what weed smells like. So you can tell that I, like, don't have weed, because just it stinks. Okay. Dig. So who didn't pick... So who didn't pick the left? Hang on. Kieran supposedly picked left. Gage picked left. So that leaves... Oh, Sky. Did you get caught up in my story as well? Did you get caught up in my story as well, Sky? Oh well, we have a ride on. This is fine. Oh, wait, hang on, wait. We have a team that's, like, great for Nihilego already, though. I mean, minus the fact you're about to die here. But other than that, we've got a team that's great for Nihilego. But this is where you shouldn't get me telling stories, like, during, like, the strategizing. We should only be, like, I should only be telling stories once we're, like, all done with all the planning and strategizing. So, oh, well, I've only been doing this 8 months. Lesson learned. Okay, so here we go. Kaduj. Take that, detonate. No, but that wasn't Sky's fault at all. That was my fault as well. I should have been saying, go to the left, to the left. Okay. So. Right, here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8. That was feeble. Okay. Oh, do. And then, sorry, Donkey Kong the Gorilla of Congo Bongo. Hello. Because I don't think I've actually said hello to you yet. So hi. Sorry, I did see you in the chat, but I didn't say hello yet. Okay. Right. Well done, everyone. So we don't want to switch here. But we'll figure that. Sorry. Also, the cat's like, I think the cat's like misbehaving outside, which is a little bit distracting. I don't know why. Well, no, I kind of know why. But okay. So we do not want this. We want to just like carry on, keep calm, and carry on. And yeah. Do. Oh, is Diggersby left at the end? Oh, so we might still be able to make this, possibly. Oh, we'll have a look. I mean, yeah, Pseudo-Wudo would have been easier for us to beat, and there was probably, like, some fire type or something, like, to the left as well. But let's see if we can work our way back to a Diggersby, shall we? I'm paying attention now, so Lopunny, Oh, Stunfisk. Oh, yes, Stunfisk. Okay. Oh, no. Magma, the final Pokemon in the old spreadsheet. Well, no, not the final Pokemon, but it's on the spreadsheet arena, and we're passing it by. Ironically for Lopunny, which was like the last Sinnoh Pokemon on the spreadsheet arena. Okay. I'm going to go with Muscle Band. And then there we go. Okay. But this is actually quite cool, because Wartortle can use Max Knuckle, and then that can boost the attack of Rhydon and Kingler, so that's kind of nifty. So we can still get Diggersby, and we can replace Seadra with it. So this is fine. It's fine. Again, yes, it would have been nice if we could have had, like, 3 ground types in the end. Like, my bad. But yeah. Okay. Here we go, everyone. Good luck. And have fun with it. Okay. Do. Right. Yeah, basically, as long as we definitely all do our Dynamaxes and stuff, then we can definitely have Seadra switch. Wartortle has, like, quite good defenses and stuff, so... it's like, Wartortle is, like, sort of fine to, like, keep. Oh, Max Knuckle. More like a Max Shuckle. Crud. But yeah. Oh, and the Switch to Edition thing, this whole Switch to Edition thing means that you don't need to worry as much about, like, Legends ZA, because basically it's going to be the same... Oh, for the love of Nelly! It's going to be the same thing with regards to, like, both versions of the game, essentially. Okay. Oh, no! We wanted Max Knuckle! No! No! Everything's Oh, everything's going wrong. Everything's going horribly wrong. Crud. Crud. Okay, well, at least the rain is up, so hopefully this will help my next Crab Hammer, but I really wanted to use a superpower. But I had to wait. I had to wait until the Max Knuckle was up, but then the Max Knuckle isn't up. Okay, Scald. Okay, that is good for Seadra at least. Right. No, I didn't say anything about Max Water. I specifically said Max Knuckle. I was like, oh, Wartortle. I was like, guys, like, I actually said before this, I was like, guys, a really cool thing about this is in the next fight, Wartortle will be able to use Max Knuckle. So, okay. Right, we've got the burn. Okay. Yeah, we just turned a 2-turn fight into a 3-turn fight. Crud. Crud. And Lopunny's fast, but hopefully Seadra will finish this. Oh, crud! Nope, Lopunny's faster, apparently. And then Dragon Pulse. Okay. Don't know why we went for the Dragon Pulse, but it's okay. Okay. So we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Okay. No, we're doing fine. This is fine. Sorry. Again, this ultimately all stems from me talking about how I don't like the smell of weed, and getting distracted and not making us go to the left. So, but at the same time, like, Stunfisk could have ripped through us with a load of electric moves as well. So that or Dedenne, you know, maybe it would have just resulted in the same way, but we'd have one more ground type. Okay. So we're not going to switch here, but we'll go for Diggersby. More like Biggersby. And then, okay. Yeah, Seadra. It's a shame it has the Eviolite, just because it will be switching in theory, in game theory, but that's okay. Because at least it has more survivability in the meantime. Okay, berries! So there we go. And then... Okay, this is nice. Right, okay. So. Diggersby! That's how it sounds in the anime. Okay. Okay, so I get to go big here, which means I actually get to, you know, like, land my attack for once. But yeah, I'm going to use the bubbles. You guys use your water moves and whatever else you got, and then I think we should be alright here. I think we should be okay here, he says. Not sure if he's going to be okay here. If it goes for Rhydon, we could be in trouble, I suppose. I tell you what would be nice, if it used a quick attack on Rhydon. Or if we got a burn, that would also be acceptable. Oh, we didn't get a burn. Okay. Bubbles. Here we go. Kadoosh. Nice. We're like halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. Okay, nice. Water Pledge. More like over the hedge. Very nice. And then Drill. Oh, so close. We're so close. Why is this Diggersby so slow? Like even Rhydon was faster. What's up with that? Ooh, what's up with that? Okay. Okay, right. So bubbles. I know in theory I could have used a Max Knuckle, but that would have only helped like me and Rhydon, and it's like, well, that's, you know, less useful. Whereas in the previous battle, War Turtle would have been helping like Kingler and Rhydon. And like a Max Knuckle pairs really well with Superpower, because then you don't get like the attack drop kind of thing. So, well done, everyone. My max move lowers speed. Yes, that is true. But I thought I don't know, is Diggersby really fast? Not faster than a Kingler in the first place? Like, we had like 2 Pokemon faster than it. So, I don't know. Okay. So Seadra, do it. But yeah, so Seadra, Excelente with the Seadra. No, well done, because again, I'm getting distracted. So well done, guys. So here we go. This should be pretty straightforward, as long as our attacks land, which I know I've jinxed by saying that out loud. Now, I know I have Dig, and that's ×4 super effective, but the simple fact is like, 2 Crab Hammers will be better, so as long as I hit them both, which in theory, in game theory I should, then, you know, I should be okay here. And I can always use Dig to hide, if things get a little dicey. No, I mean, I think you are right, I think you are right, Gage, that maybe that's why it was like, look, you answered the question, why is it slower than Rhydon? Like, it's not, it's just they had the speed lowered. But I'm still confused as to, like, why two Pokemon attacked before. I thought Diggersby was, like, kind of fast. But maybe I have, like, a speed up nature and it has a speed down one or something. Like, we'll find out. Bottom line is, weed smells like a balloony, dirty, alcoholic penny. Exactly, like a rubber balloony, dirty, lager-soaked penny. Exactly. Now you're getting it. Whoa! What the heck? That was insane! Well done, everyone. Base 78. But see, that's not, like, terrible. Again, is it really not, like, I suppose, well, no, we had Seadra and, like, what's Kingler's base speed? I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8, Team 5, that was great! Well done. So, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Kaz! Is Kaz here? Kaz, hello! Welcome, welcome. Guys, if you haven't clicked like on the video, could you please click like on the video? It does just help out so much. You know, we're running out of time to do it. So get those likes in if you haven't, because I really do appreciate it, and thank you. And Team 5, very well played, by the way. Very well played. And again, given I went on my tangent and picked right instead of left... don't pick right instead of left, guys. But there we go. So, Dedenne, no. Lopunny, no. Diggersby, more like a Biggersby. Oh, based on... Nice, interesting. Yeah, so maybe it's like a speed up, speed down kind of thing. Let's just quickly check. Hang on. Oh, Diggersby did have speed down. So, yeah. That's why. Okay, so... Dedenne, no. Lopunny, no. Diggersby, no. But will we get... my first ever Ultra Beast, my first ever wild card, the Golden Nihilego! No. I really thought I might have it there. I don't know why. I really thought this could be the one, you know, Bo. No, of course not. Of course not! Okay, so no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. We have everything... Cat's going nuts. We have everything in Carlos. We have everything in Sinnoh. Wow, yeah. And then Dedenne is... wait, Dedenne's Carlos as well. So, yeah, no, I don't need any of these. So, yeah, nothing there, nothing there. Why do these... Wait, these all have the same nature. Look, special defense up, speed down. Special defense up, speed down. Special defense up, speed down. What is up with this? That's wild. What is that? Okay. If in doubt, Diggersby out. Because, why not? Okay. So there we go. So that is it. That is all. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, thank you so much for playing along today and joining me on your Sunday, your day off and everything. Well, maybe it's not a day off for you. I know one person for whom it's not. But no, so thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate all your support, all your continuing support. Over 8 months into all this nonsense. I'm going to say 50 bajillion times. Tomorrow is going to be the 3-week anniversary of me getting Mesprit. The Golden Mesprit! So we are getting closer to the inevitable shiny legendary. But who do you think I will get? Do you think I will get the new boy Thunderous? Do you think I'll get the middle of the pack Uxie? Or do you think I will get the old boy, the Ultra Beast, Blacephalon? Or do you think I'll get a wild card? And if I get a wild card, who will it be? Will it be the we occasionally do it Tapu Bulu? Or will it be one of a bajillion Ultra Beasts? That is the question. Ponder that, if you will, and I will see all of you guys tomorrow, okay? So tomorrow, Monday, the 7th of April, I will see you guys then. Thank you all so much. Seriously, I really do appreciate it. enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a happy rest of your Sunday. Sky really hopes it's Blacephalon. Me too. It would be nice if it'd be nice. I just want one. You know, like just so I know that like something's not wrong with my game. Like at this point, you know. Like I just need one Ultra Beast because this has been ridiculous. This whole Ultra Beast thing has just been ridiculous. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's Thunderous, the new boy, but we'll have to see how it goes. But in the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please take care. Lots and lots of love. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not in chat and you haven't already. Ring the bell in case I set the time as 4 o'clock instead of 2 o'clock. And I'll see all you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.